It's been 84 years, but here's how we spent our time in Italy back in March. First of all, travel there took about as long for me as it did going to Bangkok because tickets out of Denver were crazy, so I had to fly to LA and then set off to Italy. I was dead on my feet. That's me, the birthday girl Jennifer, and my sister Janine. We reunited at the layover in Turkey. So we flew into Rome, then took the 30-minute train to Roma Termini, then took a 1 hour 42-minute train to Napoli Centrale. Then the driver we booked from the hotel picked us up and took us to our lodging. And this was the view from our balcony the next day. We only had 4 days, so we hit the ground running with the Pompeii, horses, and wine tour on Airbnb experiences. Pompeii was bigger than I expected, and I learned that in the days before Mount Vesuvius erupted, the water had become scarce, the birds were evacuating the area, and there were strange noises coming from underground. These were all signs of an impending cataclysm, and they had no idea. So eerie. The wine tour was at Cantina del Vesuvio, where they produce an average of 64,000 bottles of wine a year. I'm no wine connoisseur, but I always sign up for a tasting. They also served us lunch, but that was a miss for me. And if it's one thing the three of us would do, is a horseback riding activity, this time with Mount Vesuvius draped by clouds in the background. We rode the Circumvesuviana train to get back to Vico, and it was safe despite some old videos you may see on YouTube. But we mostly got around by a private driver, which the hotel booked for us whenever we asked. On Jennifer's birthday, we pampered ourselves in the hotel spa, and I had my water nymph moment, and we had massages that would fall asleep on the table good. There was a sauna, and it was just a lovely afternoon. We had lunch after, a nap after that, and we took 3 shots to celebrate her 30th birthday. Jennifer and Janine recently turned 30, and I left 33 years ago, so I don't know how I got in it, but it was a good time, and the bartender was very accommodating. Now, you know we had to go to Amalfi. I mean, we were right there, sort of. The view is so much better than anything I'd seen on social media. The sea meets the sky. Let's let this breathe a moment. We did some shopping in Amalfi at this strip filled with boutiques, clothes, purses, shoes, limoncello. Then it was time for our tagliatelle, ravioli, and tiramisu experience with Pasquale. Pasquale got the hookup. He had tripods with ring lights available, and he made sure we got the angles. He was featured in Hemispheres, United Airlines' magazine, and I found it. Do not play with him. He's a great teacher, funny, will tell you about his life and ask you about yours. His wife and son were preparing stuff in the background. The food was good. They even made dessert. Then he took us down to the wine cellar for a bit. It was a very cozy experience. That night, we had Jennifer's official birthday dinner, look at her, and we had a great time celebrating her. Then it was time to go back to Rome for our flight. Listen, Rome gave us entirely too much. Rome in daylight, in less than 5 hours, someone tried to get Janine with the bracelet scam. A man followed us for a good 7 minutes, and people were just coming up to us to sell things, like right up in our personal space. Vico Equense would never, we were literally scandalized, take us back. Anyways, we stayed at the Relais Julia. It was a little bit of a vibe. It had this window, and I immediately understood the assignment. Jennifer booked us a photo shoot for our last official day in Italy. Saint was our photographer, and he also understood the assignment. I mean, look at these results. And also look at what I'm wearing. Don't do that. On my feet, don't do that. Make better choices. I was hobbling. You will walk from location to location. We ended the night with our own photo shoot. Make a billboard in Times Square. You see it. Bye.